Hello everybody, it's Cobbler's Vlogs, and literally 5 minutes ago the transfer window closed for Premier League and EFL clubs to get their transfers done. So today we're going to be doing our Premier League predictions, the most controversial video of the year. Premier League starts tomorrow with Manchester United versus Leicester City. Where will both of them come this season? Who knows? But let's get into the Premier League predictions. Okay, so that's right. In 20th, I've gone with Cardiff City. I'm sorry, Cardiff fans. You've probably seen this millions of times already, but I'm going to have to put you in 20th because I can't see you finishing anywhere else, really. When your main threat is Junior Hoilett, you're not going to be staying up in the Premier League. Their best player is pretty much Junior Hoilett. That's their main threat. They haven't made the additions that they need to stay up in the Premier League. They've got Nathaniel Mendes-Lang, who's a player that I quite like. He's played for Rochdale down in League One. He's come on well, but whether he'll start or not, I'm not sure. You've got the likes of Omar Bogle there as well, but still, I can't see them doing well this season, hence putting Cardiff in 20th, bottom of the table. Okay, so yeah, as you've just seen, 19th Huddersfield Town is where I've put them. Again, they were okay last season. Teams started to figure them out towards the end of the season, and they didn't win. I think they won one of the last 5 Premier League games last season. So Huddersfield Town, again, they haven't really made the additions that they needed to be able to stay in the Premier League. I like them, they're a good team, but I don't think they'll do enough to stay up this season. So yeah, Southampton, it's an interesting one. I still think they're going to go down. Still think they're not strong enough. Mark Hughes is your manager. He's probably going to get you relegated anyway. He practically got Stoke relegated last season. And yeah, they haven't really made the additions that they've needed to. They lost Tadic, remember, at the start of the window. They brought in Danny Ings on loan. Him and Charlie Austin up front could be interesting. But again, still can't see Southampton. I think it's just a season too far. They've been dropping down the table from 10th to 12th to like 16th. And now I think it's going to be too far for them. And they're going to get relegated at the end of this season. Okay, in 17th, we have gone with Newcastle United. Again, we all know why they're going to be coming 17th, because they haven't had the money invested into the club. Mike Ashley hasn't invested into the club. If I was a Newcastle fan, I wouldn't be surprised if Rafa walked out the door tomorrow, because the lack of investment is unbelievable at Newcastle, and apparently Mike Ashley just bought House of Fraser. So Sports Director just bought House of Fraser, and obviously Mike Ashley is owner of Sports Direct, so he's obviously investing in business rather than his football club. Stick to one or the other, either Sports Direct or Newcastle. Not both at the same time, because they just haven't had the money. And Rafa has every right to walk out of that club right now, because again, they haven't made any signings. They've got that Kennedy guy if they or something like that, but they haven't made the signings that they needed to. Moving on to 16th, a team that I really like, and a lot of people are tipping to go down this season. Yes, Brighton and Hove Albion. I just like them too much. I don't want them to go down. They're just a club that you just can't hate for some reason, unless you're Crystal Palace. But yeah, Brighton, they're a team that I can't see going down this season, a team that I don't want to go down this season, but they could. It could be Southampton that finished 16th and Brighton in 18th, rather than the other way around that I predicted. But Brighton, I love you too much, so you're not going to go down. I just like Brighton. In 14th, Crystal Palace. Now, everyone was laughing when Roy Hodgson came in last season and replaced Frank de Boer, but he did an absolutely fantastic job. Didn't need to keep them up last season, steady the ship there, and I think again it's just going to be an average season for them. In 14th for Crystal Palace. Then in 13th, a lot of people predict them to come a lot lower down at the table than I am. Watford. They've obviously got the new manager Javi Garcia, or Javier, whatever his name is. They've lost Richarlison, which could be key for them. They've still got the old guy like Deeney up front, who I like as a target man, but I think his time at Watford is up, and he probably needs to go somewhere else. Again, Watford, just a solid season for them under their new manager. Whether he'll get sacked halfway through the season, who knows? He probably will, knowing Watford. Then into 12th, I'm going with Leicester City. Now, obviously, Riyad Mahrez is a big loss for them. An unfortunate loss for them. But obviously, when Manchester City come calling with big money, you're obviously going to go there. And obviously, remember in January, Mahrez walked out of training because he wanted to go to Manchester City. He's finally had to wait a couple of more months, and he's finally got his move. And obviously, Jamie Vardy signed a new 4-year deal, so he may not be going anywhere soon. But they've lost two of their 3 key players from that title season. They've lost Kante and they have lost Mahrez. Jamie Vardy could be the next one to go. But yeah, they've made a couple of good additions. But yeah, just an average season in 12th for Leicester City. Then we go into 11th with Bournemouth. Now, again, another team like Brighton I really like, and I just can't hate Bournemouth. I don't know why, probably because they're the smallest club in the Premier League. 10,000 seat stadium or something like that. It was a couple of days ago that they were preparing to play against Gillingham. Yeah, it was something X amount of years ago today. I can't remember how many. I just saw it on Sky. It was something amount of years ago today that they were preparing to face Gillingham in a League One game after a 17-point deduction. So yeah, unbelievable from Bournemouth, the journey that they've come on, and then they're breaking the transfer record, aren't they? So yeah, Bournemouth, a solid 11th place finish for them. Now, you may have noticed I've only mentioned one of the newly promoted teams. That was Cardiff in 20th. 10 places above them is where I'm going to put Fulham. Again, decent side. I like Fulham. When they were in the Premier League, I never really liked them because I just never really knew who they were. There was just something about me that I just didn't like about Fulham. But now I'm liking them. Signings of Mitrovic, they've kept hold of Sessegnon as well. There's a load of people that I'm missing out that I can't think of. Let's just have a look quickly. But it's unbelievable the amount of signings that Fulham have made. Mitrovic could be a key man for them this season. They've got Zambo Anguissa, a player that I like. They've got Callum Chambers on loan to solidify that defence. They've got Alfie Mawson from Swansea, who a lot of people wanted after Swansea went down. Fulham managed to get Alfie Mawson. Andre Schürrle as well. I can't believe I'm forgetting all of these. Andre Schürrle, he could be key for them. I really like Andre Schürrle as a player. I think he's a solid left midfielder. He'll be good for them. And they've obviously got that Besiktas keeper Fabry in goal. So lots of big signings for Fulham that will give them a mid-table finish. Let's get on to the top 10 from 9th and above. Okay, once again, a lot of them predicting a lot lower than I am. But I've gone with Everton to finish 9th. They've obviously got the additions of Richarlison, Digne and Mina, which they secured yesterday. 3 very solid additions. They obviously lost Wayne Rooney. I don't think that's going to be a big problem for them. But I think just a bit of a building season for... Who's their manager now? I can't even remember. A bit of a building season for their new manager. Marcus Silva, that's it. Just to build them up, and then maybe they can push on for the top 7 next season. But Everton are going to finish 9th for me. Okay, well, I'm going to end the clip here because the team that's going to finish in 8th, I am just really sorry. Yes, people, I'm putting Manchester United in 8th this season. Now, you've got to listen to what I've got to say, okay? Let's think about Jose Mourinho. First of all, at Madrid, in his 3rd season, he lost the dressing room, got sacked. Madrid didn't do so well. At Chelsea, in his 2nd spell, he won the league. Next season, I think he came 3rd or something like that. The season after that, he lost the dressing room. They came 10th, I think. It's now his 3rd season at Manchester United. He's starting to lose the dressing room. He's complaining about the lack of transfers, as Mourinho likes to complain. We all know Mourinho loves to complain. Again, a lot of people are putting Manchester United in the top 4, but I've put them 8th. I'm sorry, Manchester United fans, but I've put you 8th because, again, as you can see by the shirt I'm wearing, I am a Liverpool fan. That's nothing to do with that. It's just that the fact Mourinho, in his last few jobs, has lost the dressing room in his 3rd season, and it's cost them. So, I don't think he'll finish as low as Chelsea did when they came 10th, but Manchester United, the only place that I could put them was 8th. I could have put them in the top 4, but I've decided to go for 8th. It's I'm just really sorry, Manchester United fans. You have to go. You've got good additions. So you've got Fred, you've got Dalot, however you say his name. You've also still got Lukaku, Rashford, Pogba. All of them sort of players. Obviously, Pogba might be one of them players that Mourinho loses in the dressing room. But again, Mourinho not confident of new signing. What's this article that I've just found? He's not confident that there'll be a deadline day deal, and obviously there wasn't. But yeah, Manchester United fans, I'm sorry you're coming 8th this season because Mourinho will lose your dressing room. Just watch it happen. Okay, in 7th we're going with the new boys, Wolverhampton Wanderers. Yes, I think they're going to be coming in 7th this season. Let me just get up my notes. Yeah, Wolves coming 7th this season. I think it's going to be an unbelievable season for them. Obviously, Nuno Espirito is a bit of a turn to Nuno Espirito Santo at the helm for them. They've got these new owners as well that they got in at the start of the last season, and they made some fantastic additions to their squad, haven't they? Rui Patricio in goal is big, World Cup star. They've basically got a Portuguese team, haven't they? Wolverhampton Wanderers. It's going to be an unbelievable season for them. I can't wait to see how they do. I'm really excited by what they've done over the summer. Some of the signings they've made have been unbelievable. Obviously, they've still got Ruben Neves. Again, just a fantastic team that are going to be one to set the world alight, I think, this season. And maybe top 4 next season. Who knows? Who knows how Wolves could do? Who knows? They could get relegated in last. We never know. But a fantastic summer window for Wolves, isn't it? And that's why they're going to come in 7th place. Just thinking of some of their signings, they got Dendoncker today on deadline day. Adama Traore from Middlesbrough as well. It's fantastic times for Wolves fans, and I'd be really excited if I was a fan of Wolverhampton Wanderers coming 7th. Okay, now moving to the big boys. We've got the top 6, but we do not have a Manchester United in there. We've put them down in 8th because Mourinho will lose that dressing room. I'm telling you, he will lose it. But here we go. In 6th, we are going with West Ham United. It's going to be an interesting season for them. They've made some good signings. They've obviously got Pellegrini, who's won Premier League titles, and he's obviously manager at Real Madrid. He's managing. Last job was in China. I don't think he did so well there. I didn't really follow it. But yeah, been manager of Real Madrid. Obviously, Manchester City won the title with them. He's brought in some good signings. Jack Wilshere could be interesting. Now he's going to get some consistent first team football, and hopefully he keeps fit and can get back into that England squad. Not that I want him in the England squad, but for him, he was obviously very frustrated to miss out on the World Cup. So obviously got Jack Wilshere. Felipe Anderson is a great addition as well. They signed the new goalkeeper, but I can't remember who he is. They've obviously got Adrian in goal. Again, made some fantastic signings, haven't they, West Ham? I'd be excited if I was a West Ham United fan. Interesting times for them. Let's see what happens with West Ham coming 6th this season. Okay, now these are another team that I could have done at Man United. I could have put them down in mid-table because we're going to find out if they need to be careful what they wish for this year. In 5th, I'm going with Arsenal. We've obviously got Arsenal, Spurs, Chelsea, City and Liverpool left to go. Obviously, in 5th, I'm going with Arsenal. Obviously, Aubameyang is going to be his first full season in the Premier League, which could be interesting. Could score a lot of goals. Could be a contender for the Golden Boot, maybe along with Salah, Kane and Aguero, or maybe even Lukaku if he gets there. Obviously, probably not in 8th. So I'm sorry. But yeah, we've got Lichtsteiner as well in defence. They've added centre-back additions as well in Socrates. So they've made some good additions. It's going to be Aubameyang and Lacazette's first full season as a pair, as a partnership together. Obviously, Aubameyang got 10 goals from 13 Premier League games last season, which is pretty good going. So Arsenal, it could go completely wrong. After all this Wenger out, they could end up getting relegated this season. Well, it's a bit extreme, but they could end up getting relegated or coming down in mid-table. You never know. So Arsenal fans, just be careful what you wish for, because this season could go horribly wrong, and it'll be your fault because you were the ones that wanted to get rid of Arsene Wenger. Okay, so the 4 teams I think that are going to get Champions League are Liverpool, Manchester City, Spurs, and then in 4th, I'm going with Chelsea. They've obviously got the new manager Maurizio Sarri in the house now. Again, it will take time to adapt. Had I not put Manchester United down in 8th, probably Chelsea would have come in 5th and Arsenal back down in 6th. Manchester United 4th, but it's done. Manchester United, you're going to come 8th. Mourinho will lose the dressing room. But anyway, Chelsea, yeah, they're going to come 4th. I think it's going to be a good season for them. Obviously got Jorginho, him and Kante in midfield. It's a solid partnership. It's an attacking midfielder with a defensive midfielder that will work really well. Obviously, I'm not too sure about Morata up front as a centre forward. Is he a complete striker? He's completely out of form. We know that. But Morata, how will he do this season? Will he have a good season? And obviously, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Chelsea do this season. They've obviously lost Courtois, but they've got Kepa in, who's supposed to be the next David De Gea. Whether or not he will be, who knows? But yeah, Chelsea coming 4th. Okay, next up in 3rd, we're going with Spurs, who haven't signed a player in this window. It's the only club to ever have done it in the whole of England to not have signed a player in the summer transfer window. Now, apparently this is because Pochettino said it's because of Brexit, which doesn't really make sense. And obviously they've got a new stadium to pay for. So apparently the reason is they're saving money to obviously pay for their new stadium, but they've got a good group of players. They've still kept the likes of Harry Kane, they've still kept the likes of Dele Alli, and obviously Daniel Levy's a professional businessman, he's a brilliant negotiator, so if he wanted them to leave, it would be for high money, and obviously they've done some good contract management as well. They've got a lot of them on long-term contracts, so if they had to leave, they'd be going on the big bucks as well. So Harry Kane, I can't see him going anywhere soon. Seeing people still linking him with Madrid, and they have been for the last few seasons. They've obviously still got Dele Alli, Heung-min Son, Lucas, who they signed from PSG, was in January or last summer, I can't quite remember. They've obviously got the likes of Kieran Trippier, who had a fantastic World Cup. Hugo Lloris at goal, made a few errors in the World Cup, didn't he? Not to mention the one in the final. But yeah, Spurs coming third. They've still got a good group of players, so that's why I'm putting them in third. Okay, so in second place, we've either got Liverpool or Manchester City. Now, I could have been brave and I could have put Liverpool in first, but I'm not. The Premier League winners this season are going to be Manchester City. But first, let's talk about Liverpool, my team right here. We've made obviously some fantastic additions in Fabinho and Naby Keita. We've solved everything that we needed to solve. We solved the defensive problem with Van Dijk. Obviously, Lovren could still be a bit of a hole in there. We've solved the goalkeeping problem with Alisson. Mignolet hasn't gone anywhere. He needs to probably find somewhere to go. We've got Woody Deadwood out on loan like Danny Ings. He's gone. Probably Solanke, I think, probably needs to go on loan somewhere because obviously we've got Shaqiri in now, which is a fantastic addition. So yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a good season. But I think Lovren, that's the slight gap. Just Lovren is probably the thing that we need to improve on. Obviously we've got Trent and Andy Robertson as the fullbacks, or even Klein can get forward as well from fullback. It'd be an interesting battle this season between Klein and Trent Alexander-Arnold to see who can claim that right back position. Obviously got Keita as well. We've still got the likes of Henderson, who may or may not play on Sunday, depending on because obviously he would have only just come back from his holiday after the World Cup. And obviously you can't. We've obviously got to mention the front three. We've got to mention Mane. We've got to mention Firmino, and we've got to mention this man right here. You can't even see him, Mo Salah, the legend himself. Again, could be going for the Golden Boot. Is he going to put on another show for us this season? Who knows? But it's going to be a fantastic season for Liverpool. But I think just that one centre back could win us the league, possibly next season. But in first place, Manchester City, they're going to be unstoppable this season. They've only added Mahrez. That's been their only main addition this season. But they've still got a fantastic group of players. 100 points last season. Even if they just drop 10 this season, 90 points is still going to comfortably win you a Premier League. Or even 20 points. 80 could get you close to winning the Premier League. If it's a tight season between all the clubs, 80 could still win you Premier League. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. But 100 points is just a fantastic achievement. I don't think it's ever going to be done again by any team. People could say they're the greatest team of all time. Would you say they're the greatest team of all time against the Invincibles? Or would you say Manchester City are of last season? Obviously, the Invincibles couldn't do it back-to-back. Will this Manchester City side do it back-to-back? I think they will, with Liverpool coming second to them. So yeah, they are my Premier League predictions. Where do you think your team are going to come this season? Whether in Premier League, League 1, League 2, Championship, whatever, National League, just let me know where you think they're going to be coming this season. Josh, don't give me anything about Ketchum Town in the comments, please. Thank you very much. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. I think we're 13 away. So if you can just share this video with your mates, share my channel with your mates, and get them to subscribe. We're so close to 1K. I've obviously got a very special video coming up involving these guys on Monday morning for you. Very special vlog. You can already guess what it is. But yeah, Josh, don't mention Ketchum in the comments. Where do you think your team are going to finish? Hit that subscribe button. Share with your friends. We are so close to the end of the road to 1K. So let's just get there as soon as possible. Again, thanks for watching today's video. Leave a like, subscribe. We're so close to 1K. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye. Man United fans, don't kill me in the comments.